This is Jordan Lang recording for ITDev162 for Project 1. For this, I decided to do a dive into a tutorial, basically creating a weather API, a weather website. So real quick, we'll show you. So the default page, I have it set to default to Milwaukee. But you can search up any city you want. So the weather in Tokyo is a little cold right now. Sydney is pretty warm. But that's the front end of it. So a little bit of explanation of it. So how it works is basically it pulls this API key from a weather website, and what it does is it puts, once you put in the city that's requested, or the default, which is Milwaukee, it adds in the unit, and I had to add in the unit tag, which is imperial, because if you don't add an imperial, it leaves it as standard, and then it requests the information using this API key. It then returns it into a JSON format. It then looks something like, so the default weather API looks something like this. You can get Chrome extensions to make this look decent, possibly a future thing, but in this section, it has several things. It has names of variables. It has the data. So the description for the weather in Denver right now is a clear sky. It even has an icon. The temperature there is 37.74. The humidity is 32%. The wind speed is about 1 mile an hour, so it's pretty calm there. But that's how an API key works. So it goes through that and it pulls the information from the API key. And then it uses these document.query selectors to display the city name, display the city name, displays the icon from the Open Weather API, the description of the weather, the temperature in Fahrenheit, because remember I changed it to imperial, the humidity percentage, wind speed in miles per hour, again I changed it to imperial, and this last one removes the initial data load. There's an initial default data load for Milwaukee, and it just basically removes it until you search for something. So as a bit of added flair, it also pulls that background image that it showed from the image database that I used. I also added in, as part of the tutorial, the ability to use the enter key in the search bar. So again, if I go back and I type in Chicago and hit enter, it instead will show it, instead of hitting this, it'll work with the enter key. Styling, mostly not affected of this project. Most of it was used so that it would look nice, not really specific to a weather API. This is the default data that's loaded, and it's also hidden until this data is hidden, because this isn't really used until it's pulled. Not a super complex project, but it definitely did show me the ins and out of how to use an API key. That's all I have for that one. Have a good one.